Good evening, fellow traders. How you all doing? Lonnie again with 5minutetrades.com. Just wanted to share with you a quick video regarding this current EJ trade, which of course stands for the Euro versus Japanese Yen. I want to talk to you about what's on my screen, what's on my chart here. You've been watching some of our videos. You've been hearing me talk about Wyckoff past couple videos, and I wanted to go more in depth regarding who he was and what his theory is. So it is your first time viewing our channel here on YouTube, 5 Minute Trades. Please go ahead, hit the like button, and subscribe for future awesome trading content. All right, so this is the current real trade that I'm in. You can tell that it's real because, of course, you see the dollar amount here, but right here, Oanda Live, that's my broker. I highly recommend them. I don't get any commission or anything like that for. I don't have an affiliate link, but they are a very solid broker. So let's talk about this in depth. So Wyckoff, Richard Wyckoff was a famous investor trader during the early 20th century. He came up, of course, with the Wyckoff theory, which is named after him. It basically, the way I understand it and like to think of it, is basically the psychology of the market. So you see, the market has four phases to it. It has accumulation, then markup, then it has distribution and markdown. So those are four phases, and it talks about how what he termed as the composite operator, or you could think of like big institutional money, how they see the market and how they manipulate the market, how we're able to, instead of trying to trade against them, we trade with them. Because they say, you can't beat them, join them, right? So this strategy helps us join the market, join the banks. So let's talk about what these terms mean. So this is the accumulation setup. And the way you can tell that as accumulation is because this here PS stands for preliminary support. The SC stands for seller's climax. The AR stands for automatic rally. The STB stands for secondary test. This stands for secondary test as well. This stands for secondary test in phase B. Spring, if you think of spring is kind of like stop hunt, market manipulation. The banks are trying to take out all the buyers, and once they get that liquidity, then the trade goes in the direction that you expected to originally go in. And you notice here that I have the test here, because this is when we got in on the trade. See, I started marking this up the other day, and when I first marked it up, I was assuming that it was a distribution, which is which means they're selling off their position. But as I was watching the market more so throughout the day and saw this spring, that made me believe that was more so accumulation, because you have accumulation and distribution. So when you have, for example, accumulation, you're going to have a manipulation of the lows. See, of the lows, the spring broke down the lows. When you have a distribution, you have a manipulation of the highs because they're getting ready to sell. So this, I believe, is an accumulation. So that's why I'm in this trade as a buy. Now, before I go more in depth on this, I just want to share this. Everything I'm sharing in this video is purely for educational purposes. I myself, or 5minutetrades.com, are not liable for any trades that you take. This should not be considered financial advice. We always encourage everyone to do their due diligence. And of course, trading involves risk and may not be suitable for every investor. So, as I was saying, I believe this is accumulation. So, basically, there's four schematics that the Wyckoff theory uses, and two of them are for accumulation, and two of them are for distribution. So this is our trading group here that our members have access to, of course, for joining 5minutetrades.com. And let's look at this here. this is what I was talking about earlier with the Wyckoff market cycle. You got accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. But I want to focus more so on this. So you see here that we have the settler climax and the automatic rally. Settler climax, automatic rally, secondary test in phase B, secondary test in phase B. That's not gonna always be exactly like this, but you got this spring. That's the most important part. The spring here. You can note that you may not always have a spring. Schematic 2 is the same thing, but except for there's no spring. But we did get a spring here, and that what made me believe that we were dealing with accumulation rather than distribution. See, with distribution, I'll show you real quick. The spring is a break to the upside, which is called UTAD, which is upward thrust after distribution. But when you get that, you got a spring to the downside. So, of course, like I said, that made me believe that it was accumulation. So, got in on the test here. Market broke down, came back up, and tested this area here. And this is where we got in at. So now I'm going to ride this up, and that's all I already have planned for this trade here. So if you want to learn more about Wyckoff, feel free to reach out to us on our website, 5minutetrades.com. This is our site here. Our goal is to help you learn how to be a profitable Forex trader. Of course, that's me alongside my wife. We've been married 10 years coming this June. Praise God for that. We have a true passion for teaching price action trading. Notice that I don't have any indicators on my chart. You already need indicators when you're trading with Wyckoff, when you're trading smart money concepts, because the big banks, they're going to leave a footprint. And because they just can't enter or exit a trade in one shot like we can, because they're not dealing with hundreds, thousands, or a million or two. They're dealing with hundreds of millions and even billions at some points. So they're always going to leave footprints to let you know what's going on in the market. And that footprint is consolidation, and more specifically, is either accumulation or a distribution. What's included with your membership if you decide to become a member of FMT? Well, you get help when you need it. Right before this video, I was helping one of our newest members. He had a question about entering trades and things like that, and it's about to be 9 o'clock up here in Detroit, Michigan, where I'm at right now. And I'll gladly get on the webinar with him, with any of our members who have a question. They can always call me, text me, Facebook me, email me, and I will always try to set time aside to help them. And even more importantly, I would set time aside to help you as well. Also, so you get that help when you need it. One-on-one live trading instruction. Also, we have group webinars as well. You get access to our exclusive trading group. That's the group right here, our group here. You get buy and sell signals. That's also inside our group. Access to our webinars. Learn how to trade the right way. And what do I mean by the right way? You don't want to be risking 10%. You risking 10%, you're gambling. You want to be able to trade smart, and you want to be able to trade consistently the right way. Now, I'm not going to lie and say you're going to win every trade. Anybody say they never take losses, they're lying. But the goal is, in the long run, the long term, you want to be able to make more money than you lose. And one method that you can do to help optimize that is by knowing how to mitigate risk. So you learn how to limit risk by trading smart, by having good trading principles, and we teach those principles at FMT. As I mentioned earlier, we have great support, phone, text, email. If you ever have any questions, you want to learn more about what we do and how we may be able to help you become a profitable Forex trader, check out our site, 5minutetrades.com. Click on Contact Us today. You can send me an email via that form, or you're ready to become a member. Our model here at FMT is risk less, earn more. And I believe that with all my heart, that you don't have to be risking 10%, 20%, or God forbid, 50% on the trade. You can we risk 2% less here at FMT. That's what we promote, and that's what we advocate, and that's what I recommend for you if you're starting out trading. You don't want to be risking a lot. So thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this short video. I hope that you get something out of it, and I hope that you like, share, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Lonnie with 5minutetrades.com. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care, and God bless.